My name is Sara Shave, and I went to college at Stony Brook University in New York, and I'm currently a grad student in the higher education program at Boston College. The biggest piece of advice, or something that I think high school counselors should know when preparing students for college, is I really just think they need to provide graduating seniors with almost like a vocab like toolbox, or like a dictionary of common terms in colleges, just because I know for me, being a low income student with parents that didn't know a whole lot about college, I had no idea what bursar meant. I had no idea what registrar meant. If you said dean of students, I just assumed that was someone in the high power of administration. I didn't know that they were like a resource for like aid until I did some digging. So I think it'd be really helpful for high school counselors to just provide some basic terms and definitions of those common offices and like resources of support. Because even though they are different by college, I think it still would be really helpful, just like foundation for students to know going into whatever university, whether it be community college or four-year college, private, public, whichever. It'll be really helpful if they know, okay, my guidance counselor told me that the dean of students can help me with X, Y, and Z. Because then that gives them a starting point where they can go to the dean of students and feel more confident in doing that. And then that office might be able to be like, yeah, we can help you. Or they might be like, you know what, actually, in this university, we're going to send you elsewhere. Because it can be really scary. And in orientation, terms are just thrown at you rapid fire. And having that base knowledge will just really help kind of sort out all the information that you're getting the day of, whether it be the first day you walk on campus for orientation or a campus tour, just because it's so hard to retain all of those like terms and definitions in one like sitting. So yeah, so that's just really the biggest piece of advice that I think would have been helpful. And I think also in particular with like helping students that might want to go to like community college, talking about the different pathways, because I know for some students it might make sense to stay in community college for all 1, 2, or 3 years, however long their program is. But for some students, it might make more sense to just go to community college for a couple semesters, take some prerequisites, and then transfer out. But I don't think enough students are told that that's an option, so they feel like they have to stick out the entire associate's degree or whatever type of program it is. So I think that's just another thing that high school counselors could do more to just explain very at a basic level. But yeah, I think that's all the advice or like tips I can think of that I would be helpful with first generation or low income students.